Hi, my name's Paul Bennett. I'm an artist and I have been for quite a long time. I was brought up in Gorse Hill in Stretford, Manchester, and spent the first 35 years there. Brought up in the 1950s and a teenager in the swinging 60s, if you want to call it the swinging 60s. I went to art college because I couldn't do anything else but draw in '64, and I spent 4 years at the art college. I can remember when I went there, all these rows of houses, Coronation Street houses, all lined up, and they were beautiful Victorian houses. And when I left in '68, they'd all been just bulldozed, just crofts, just derelict land, ready for the 1970s high-rise concrete blocks, I suppose, that were going to be built. I had a good time at art college, but I can remember one day going into an art gallery, and there I saw, walking around, there was this old man with little glasses, white hair like snow, and a huge nose, and I recognised him as Lowry. So I went up to him and I got a pen from somewhere, I have no idea, and I got him to sign my catalogue, and I still have that autograph today, which I treasure. And I did tell him, "My mum loves your paintings," which was a bit, wasn't it really? Anyway, I got his autograph and I'd still treasure it. I can remember then I left art college in '68 and I became a T-boy. I was a gopher. I was go for this, go for that, go for the other, and I slowly worked my way up to being an artist. Then I became a studio manager. They call them creative directors these days, but in those days it was a studio manager, and I worked my way up to being that. And I remember giving work out, and I think I could do this. They were earning tons more than me. So I thought, why don't I go and be a freelance artist? So I did. I gave up my job and I became an artist in the centre of Manchester. And that was 45, 46 years ago. And I'm still an artist after all this time. I drew what people wanted me to draw in any style. I would draw anything, peas, submarines, birds, you name it, I would draw it as long as they paid me. And then 2015 I went with friends to see the Cunard Queens sail up the Mersey, and it just blew me away. I thought, I've really got to draw this, I really have got to draw this. So I went home and I drew it, and I loved it, actually loved drawing it. For the first time I did something that I wanted to do for myself, and it was great. And then a few weeks later, the last Vulcan bomber flew over my house. I thought, wow, I've got to draw that as well. And I did, I drew that. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought, what can I do now? And from all those years ago, I can remember now that all the 60s music, which I love the 60s music, which was the soundtrack of all this demolition that was going on when I was at art college. And I thought, why don't I just take pop songs and draw pop songs set in the 60s in this demolition time. And that's what I started to do. And that's what I've done ever since. I just love music, and I love drawing that times in the 50s and 60s. So I would say that I am an artist of the Northern School, and that's what I do. So thank you for listening. Oh, and also Gallery Different, they took a chance on me, on this old Northern artist, and decided they would like to put my work on display. So I can't thank them enough. They are absolutely great. Thank you guys. God bless you. Bye.